So in the Warhammer 40K universe, the T'au Battlesuit is a highly sophisticated, powered combat exoskeleton used by the T'au Empire, a conglomeration of various alien races headed by a race of blue humanoid xenos. So the T'au Battlesuits include several types of T'au weaponry systems and armor that are the indication of the pinnacle of T'au military technology. So let's get to their mechas. Number 1. The XV-15. The XV-15 stealth suit is the smallest of the variants and is meant for stealth. Nevertheless, it is larger than the Fire Walrus combat armor. Its armor comprises of sophisticated jetpacks that combines anti-gravitic and jet propulsion technologies. The jetpack allows the battlesuit to retain a solid platform from which to fire its weapons on the move, as well as having a high level of mobility. Number 2. The XV-22. The XV-22 stealth suit is an experimental T'au battlesuit produced recently by the T'au Empire's Earth Scars. The XV-22 stealth suit has a comparable mass to the XV-15 and another one called the XV-25 stealth suits, and is intended to play a similar function in clandestine operations requiring a high level of stealth. Number 3. The XV-25. The T'au XV-25 stealth suit is a recent development that has many similarities with the XV-15 stealth suit. The XV-25, its teams either assist bigger T'au formations or operate independently as scouts. It is more of a replacement of the older XV-15 and is just better overall. Number 4. The XV-46. Also called the Vanguard Void Suit, it's a newly constructed T'au battlesuit that was created in response to the necessity for a specialized battlesuit to examine space hulks, which are effectively destroyed starships. They are well equipped for close quarters combat, with powerful short-range weaponry and sophisticated defense systems. Number 5. The XV-8. The Crisis Battlesuit, the XV-8, is the standard T'au battlesuit used by the Firecast fighters, possessing devastating range armament and a suite of technologically sophisticated support systems, all in all in a comparably tiny and nimble frame. The XV-8 Crisis Battlesuit strikes a perfect balance between the offensive capabilities, armored protection, speed, maneuverability, and utility. Number 6. The XV-9. The XV-9 Hazard Battlesuit is the Firecast's most advanced and powerful T'au battlesuit to date. Though unquestionably formidable, its weaponry is short-range, and the armor's bulk and mobility issues make it more difficult to handle than any prior battlesuit, necessitating the abilities of a veteran to learn its usage and successfully utilize its tremendous might in combat. Number 7. The XV-8-05. Because of its more powerful reactor, the XV-8-05 Enforcer battlesuit is a bigger and sleeker variant of the normal XV-8 Crisis battlesuit that provides superior protection and joint movement for the pilot and may equip extra support systems or weaponry. It is made in small quantities and is nearly solely distributed to the T'au commanders. Number 8. The XV-88. The XV-88, the broadside battlesuit, is the most heavily armed unit that the T'au has in its infantry, and as such, it is only worn by the most experienced soldiers. Although identical to the normal XV-8, the broadside comprises agility and maneuverability in order to be armed with some of the T'au's most lethal weaponry. In this manner, the XV-88 can engage and destroy the most powerful of targets. Number 9. The XV-95. The XV-95 Ghost Keel battlesuit is the pinnacle of T'au stealth technology designed exclusively for use behind of enemy lines in the worst of circumstances. A lone Ghost Keel is capable of emerging out of nowhere, unleashing a torrent of immense firepower with its armament, and then disappearing into the chaos and confusion of combat. Number 10. The XV-104. The XV-104 Riptide battlesuit is one of the most recent T'au mechas, built to face the T'au Empire's most fearsome foes. Its long, back-jointed legs support a heavily armored torso that houses the Riptide's dark matter nova reactor, making it twice the height of an XV-8 Crisis battlesuit. It carries a shield generator on one arm and a heavy burst cannon or an ion accelerator cannon on the other. Number 11. The XV-107. The XV-107 Ravarna battlesuit is an uncommon variant of the recently debuted XV-104 Riptide battlesuit, and it is armed with 2 pulse submunitions cannons. The Ravarna is a heavy support fire unit with significantly greater armor and range than its more agile jetpack-equipped Riptide sibling. The XV-107 stands well over twice as tall as the XV-8 Crisis Battlesuit. Number 12. The XV-109. The heavy class battlesuit XV-109 Yavara is built for deadly frontline shock attacks. A Yavara varies from a Riptide in that its functions on the battlefield is largely centered on close-range destruction via the exact deployment of its tremendous firepower. The XV-109 battlesuits are massive, easily several times the size of a fire warrior who wears them. Number 13. The KV-128. The KV-128 Storm Surge is the first of a new class of T'au super heavy battle machines known as ballistic suits. The KV-128 Storm Surges are towering colossi of destruction with the firepower to obliterate whole columns of tanks or to bring down super heavy walkers with a single blast. The KV-128 Storm Surge are real behemoths on the battlefield, standing even taller than the XV-95 Ghost Keel. And lastly, the KX-139. The T'au KX-139, also known as the T'au Supremacy Armor, is bigger than any other battlesuit currently in service. It is designed to counter a threat that the T'au Empire has not yet anticipated. The KX-139 T'au Supremacy Armor was built for static defense, allowing it to carry immense, destructive long-range weaponry and attack anything on sight. It is easily twice as big as the KV-128 Storm Surge. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video on the T'au Mechas and Battlesuits. Do hit the like button for support and subscribe, but most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos right here on this channel. Till the next one, take care guys.